Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now we're going to check out two cool bands today. Really looking forward to this one. Two great friends of the channel. First band, one-man band. We've been following this guy for ages. And I thought to myself, if I ever did a dissertation or a lecture or something on one-man bands, which I could do because I could just wax lyric. I wouldn't even have to kind of pre-plan it. I'd just get up on stage and start talking. But I would think I would mention this guy in that talk because to me, he kind of epitomizes all the things that you can do within a one-man band and should do within a one-man band, and really gets the job done to a high standard, as high a standard as some professional bands. And I'm just going to get this up on the screen here. One of his latest Instagram posts shows the behind-the-scenes picture there of the video that we're going to watch today. And you can see that he gets all dressed up, does a background, he does all the lighting and stuff as well. I'm not sure if this is in his living room or his spare room or what, but it's in his house by the looks of things. And I really, really dig that this guy's a total homebrew band, doing it all himself, but actually coming out with a really nice quality. And when you see his videos against other professional bands, you think, yeah, sick. Really, really nice. So yeah, I think if I was talking about one-man bands, I'd mention this guy just to show all the different tasks that he puts his hand to, that we've been following him for a while now and seen him get better over time. His mixes get better, his composition gets better, his videos get better. And it's just always, it's an upward curve for this guy. I really, really like it. Because he's got such a passion for this stuff as well. With a one-man band, you've got to have a lot of passion to get the job done because there's so many tasks at hand. But this guy has had the passion now for a number of years and keeps getting more and more. So I really, really dig it. Absolutely love to see it. The track that we're going to check out today is on the Circle Pit. The band is called Cincinatti Bowtie. The track is called The Rise of the Shadow Knights. So let's give it a spin. Nice long one at 5 minutes as well. Look how good this video looks. Symphonic edge to it as well, really filling out the sound. Been working on his vocal, you can tell. Man, it's gone above and beyond on this one. Absolutely love it. I just want to see what other people are saying about it in the comments here. Love this. Some foreign comments there. Awesome job. Yeah, good comments. Love it. Man, doesn't seem like these guys know that this guy's a one-man band though. I think that would impress them even more if they knew that. And let's just as well quickly check back on his YouTube page, look, on his Instagram page. Look, if you saw this picture and you thought, man, his video is going to look like it does in this picture, you might think, man, that's going to end up a right cheese fest. What's he doing? But when you actually see the video with all the effects on it and the proper lighting and everything else, he's done an absolutely sick job on this video. Man, what a killer job. Didn't look cheesy in the slightest, looked professional, looked quality. The mask looked good in there as well. And I like the other kind of side mask that he had on there. Made him look different in the video. There was a story with the blade and all the rest of it as well. So man, absolutely killed it. And you got to remember, that's one dude done all of that, set it all up, set up the camera, set up the lighting, the background, all of it. Man, what a quality job. Absolutely superb. Now his sound on this one was so friggin' heavy. He's mastered the sound of what, you know, I've given some tips over time of how to get the drums punchy and get the kick and the slam that you want to get out of this music. I'm not going to say any of that to him today. He's dialed it in. He's got it heavy. The drums sound weighty and punchy and kick through the mix. The double bass sounds dope. I like it as well. Instead of just having straight up double bass on the blast beat, it was like kind of mixed up. Cool way to do it rather than just sitting in a pocket blast beat. Nice way to do it. Guitars are super heavy and loud and modern and in your ears, but particularly on this one, the vocal, he's obviously been practicing, been on r/screaming or something like that, practicing his deep, gravelly gutturals, because man, he certainly came through with that on this one. Some nice black and fry in there as well. Give it that kind of blackened symphonic death metal, deathcore that's going around at the moment. And I think it sounded just as nice as any of those other bands that you could mention within that scene at the moment. Had the nice background, kind of spacious, atmospheric, symphonic edge to it, which kind of just supports everything, you know, sits behind the guitars, but just creates more swell and warmth to the whole mix, really widens it up as well, which is nice. And then everything else was just slamming hard over the top of that. And you get that kind of double element of the slow moving atmospheric symphony side, but with heavy slamming deathcore over the top. Sounds dope. So yeah, it's absolutely killed it on this one. And he's definitely going in my dissertation if I ever write it. Sick! Love to see it. Now, the next band is a two-man band, two brothers. They live in California, and the one brother's pretty much my best online mate. Talk to him every single day, and I'm in a band with him, Rotten Monarch as well. But they've been doing their own stuff as a two-brother band, which is pretty cool. I like that when two brothers are doing a band together. It's kind of even, you know, it's even more personal than just another two-piece band, because it's kind of like even more in-house. I just like that even more. Don't ask me why, I do. They're called The Rabbit's Head. Their newest track is called They All Saw Red. Now, last time these guys were on the channel, I did make a joke because me and Seth, who's the singer in this band, we like to kind of jibe each other and have a joke with each other. And I did just basically rip into him the whole of that video. And he said in this one, try not to be a total dilldouche cockhammer this time around. So I'll try and do that. This track is called They All Saw Red. Now, I'd like to put these two bands together because, again, these guys have done their own video. Seth is also an animator, and he does really cool animations for metal videos as well. So if you're looking for that stuff, maybe head over to him and check out that, because he's got a real dark edge and nasty stuff to his animation. But it's cool that I like that, you know, James from the first band did all his own video, although it was a live video and in his house and everything else. And these guys have done all their own video as well, but it's an animation. There you go. Let's give it a spin. As well. would like to listen a bit more volume on those cymbals. Massive guitars. Sick. I didn't know that they had live footage in there as well. I thought it was just all going to be an animation on this one. I think they did a sick job on the videos, this one as well. And I'm pretty sure they must have filmed that in their living room as well, because I know they haven't got a studio or anything like that. But it just shows you, man, you can just do a cool job in your living room as long as you just put some cool effects on it, make it look dope. Either black and white it up, high contrast it up like that, or do some red and black. That always looks dope as well. So yeah, really sick job on the videos today. I think we've killed it today, showing off how kind of homegrown bedroom bands aren't just real super amateur kind of throwaway bands nowadays that don't even come close to a professional sound or a professional video or anything like that, which did used to be the case. Underground amateur bands, there was a huge gap between all the underground and the professional scene, because the underground couldn't afford to pay the big studios to get the proper sound that they wanted. Now you can do that stuff in your bedroom and in your living room and make a video with it as well, with the high quality cameras that we've got nowadays, and you can get you some lighting and everything. That you can be a homegrown bedroom band as a single person or as a group or just two brothers, whatever. It doesn't really matter how many people there are. You can get the job done. And that gap between the amateur world and the professional world is like this now. There's basically like a cigarette paper in between them. And if you put in the extra effort like James has to get all the props and the proper lighting and do a really nice job of it as well. And he's obviously over time got better at his video editing skills, and because there's so much to learn with all this stuff, you've got to be a musician, a recorder, a mixer, a masterer, a video editor, a promoter, the whole shebang, but these guys are doing that. They're ticking almost every single box, or at least ticking every single box to an adequate standard. Man, I could just go on all day about it. If I was to do a lecture about this stuff, like I basically am today, I would just stand up and start talking, because my mind is full of stuff I can talk about with one-man bands, because there's so many elements to talk about, It's friggin' dope. I've said it before and I'll still say it now. I think these kind of bands are going to be the future of music, because once kind of the mainstream and your average person realizes that there's real quality music out there, but you might have to kind of look for it a little bit, or you come across people like me who feed it to you as well, and suddenly you're checking out bands that you'd have never have heard on the radio or in Kerrang and the kind of the bigger sites, but they're just as good as everyone else. You might start thinking, Jesus, these guys are ace. And how are they not more famous than they are? Because that's what I think every time I come across these bands. There you go. There's my kind of rant for today about one-man bands and how cool they are. But I think we've shown today just how cool they are and how well they can get the job done on their own and not rely on studios, not rely on big production companies and promotion companies, have to compromise their art to fit in with the, the profile file of those companies and everything else. It's just freedom to create and just get the job done. And these guys are absolutely killing it. Love to see it. There you go. That's what I've got for you today. I hope you've enjoyed that today, guys. If you want to get your band on the channel, we can still do that this week. Head over to the website, make a submission. If you've made it this far into this video, think about giving it a like. That would be super dope. Otherwise, we'll see you when we see you next. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.